What are we doing, Seth?
God save the king!
God save the king!
A new king has come. King Charles III. Woohoo! Hoo-hoo! Yeah, for you guys that love all that pageantry, well, there you are. Fascinating and beautiful ceremony coronating now King Charles to be the new king of England. Congratulations to him. Beautiful video, the packaging, the organization was worthy of a king, huh? Colorful, beautiful atmosphere and everything, you know. And hey, if you want to watch anything grand, well, that's what it's called. Grand. Right there. Beautiful. Well, you have a new king. For England, yes. Officially, right? But folks, I mean, on the other side, you will see some protests, you know, here and there. A little bit of, you know, wishy-washy, if you want to call it, but protest, it is. And you hear some slogans going on saying, this is no king of mine, you are not my king, and all of that. Be that as it may, the king was coronated after 70 years of the rule of the queen. That is history now. The son, the king, is now the new monarch in England. Now, like I said, protesters came around and you're not my king and all of that. Well, you know, all sentimental, maybe for good reasons, but they will have their reasons, be that as it may, and to view out their own points. Back in Africa, well, types of representation, a lot of people represented, a lot of presidents went there, and or you know, maybe let me say some presidents, African presidents, were in attendance. If you zero in into Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians did not really, you know, it was not something like watching a football game or something that was so passionate about. You know, they were minding their business, or just like any other day, and for sentimental purposes, of course. Nigerians have their own thing that they are worrying about: lights, fuel, or is it gas? Crazy traffic, the economy. So they have a whole lot they're going through, and you know, watching a ceremony like the coronation would not really be much of a priority. I'm not saying there's anything wrong watching it, but Nigeria get their own for body. So right now there's a lot going on, and you see people not really putting their time watching all of that for a lot of reasons, which, you know, it could vary, but for the most part, you know, when you hear and you remember the history of the colonization time and all of that, deprivation and everything, when you see a ceremony like that, full of pageantry and all of that, and it only reminds you of those days, and it just makes you like, things that make you go, right? And, you know, you have some sentimental grudge on it, all right? It always hurts. Of course, you always say forgive and forget. You might forgive. Forgetting is another thing entirely, if you ask me, right? Yeah, you need to be very strong to forget. In this case, even when you try to forget and you see things like this, you have no choice but to remember. So, yeah, some countries, especially in Nigeria, I'm sure some other African countries too, have shared the same sentiment of the history that they have with the British concerning the slave period, what their forefathers went through. And I mean, the generation that we have now might not be as sentimental, but they still know the history. And I think they even relate more to the Prince Harry and Prince Williams, right? Talking about the two princes. Was Prince Harry there? I don't think Prince Harry was there. Did you see him there at the ceremony? Well, he wasn't really like Prince William, where we all saw him sitting down at a prominent place and being part of the ceremony. But again, sentiments, right? History, even in the palace. Yeah, Prince Harry, as you all know the story, is a bit from the outside, and you know, he has his own grudges with his mom and everything. So yeah, so it has, I mean, nothing is perfect, so it has his own good and bad side when it comes to the history of the English people among themselves and with the whole world. Okay, so and again, those that performed, in fact, based on those same sentiments, lots of artists turned down maybe an invitation for them to come and perform, and you'll be surprised. Legendary singers like Sir Elton John, which a good friend of the family, he didn't show up. I think he was slated to perform, he turned it down. And of course, when I mentioned the list, they have one common reason, which is good enough. They all came out saying, yeah, scheduling, they couldn't meet the schedule because of the tight schedule, right? You also have Spice Girls. Spice Girls too were supposed to perform, but they turned it down for the same reason. Then Adele, yeah, I'm a fan. Hi Adele. Okay, she also didn't show up, same scheduling reason. Then you also have Harry Styles and Robbie Williams. These are household names in England, and they did not perform. And I think they were also asked to perform, but they turned it down for similar reasons as well. From the US, you have Lionel Richie and Katy Perry representing, going out there. I don't know if Lionel Richie was supposed to perform. I'm not sure. Maybe it's going to be all night long or all day long. I don't know what long, but they were there, him and Katy, and I'm sure they had a good time. I'm sure they also have a charity organization that has kingcharles as part of. So maybe, that could be one of the reasons why they also represented. Be that as it may, they were there, but I'm not sure if they were billed to perform. Now, hey, but you know what? Our own Tiwa Savage. Yeah, that's our girl. Tiwa Savage was billed to perform. I'm not sure if she turned it down. No sentiment. You wonder, hey, why didn't Tiwa Savage turn it down, right? I'm sure some of you will have such sentiments. Well, put it on the comments. Let me hear what you think. All the big names, legendary names, turn it down, right? Why didn't Tiwa Savage turn it down? Well, I'll give you one reason. I don't know. I'm not speaking for her. I'm just saying, right? Hey, all those names are called. They've made their name, their legendary household. Tiwa wants to be that part of that category too. Hey, what are we doing, Sam? Okay. Hey, whatever you say, do you think it's a good thing that Tiwa, at this point, with the history that Nigeria has with England, all right? Nigerians, for the most part, they see it as another day. They are, indifferent about the ceremony and all of that. And for all the reasons that you know, but Tiwa is a Nigerian full-blown, and here we are. She's attending, but also perform for the king. Do you think it was a good idea for her to not turn it down like the other ones? You tell me. Put in your comments. Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm as we move on in our program. All right? But all in all, congratulations to King Charles. No more praise. You gotta get used to it. It was looking kind of awkward, maybe because he's new on that level, collecting the crown and the responsibilities, huh? Yeah, all those kind of king. Wouldn't you want to be a king too? Free money, free everything. You just decide and dictate and just try your life. No wahala, nothing, Wouldn't you want to live that kind of life? But hey, here is King Charles, and he will be living that life. And I wish him the best though on his reign. That's their tradition. That's their culture. That's the way it is. I wish him the best regardless. And I just hope that next time you don't allow people to chance you, okay? If you don't want to get grudge. You have to be wise and take risks and try to do things yourself for the most part if you can. Because immediately you allow people to, even though it was forceful in this case, and you didn't give you any choice, but sometimes you need to fight for what you know is yours. And so that you don't allow people to look at you like, you can't do anything and or see you as a weakling or whatever. So at that point, I think that was the story of colonization and everything. And we don't want that to continue. Even these days, as we speak, a lot of countries, especially in Africa, is still allowing such strong influence of the Western world and beyond to come and dictate for them what they need to do. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. You don't want, or you get angry when you see some people celebrating their wealth at your expense. But you are still allowing them, maybe not directly the way they did in the olden days. They are still making a strong influence in your country, all right? Even China is coming into your country now. Some other countries, France and all of that, they are still coming to some West African countries to tell you what to do at this time and age. So don't get angry because you gave them the open door to come and tell you how to sit in your house, how to eat, when to eat. What are we doing, Seth? Okay, so if you want people to respect you, you have to respect yourself guide what you have and to the best of your ability, and don't kill everybody because of your own selfish gain. Those are the elements that the outside world will take and, take advantage of it and exploit you. You got to learn from your past mistakes and do better. This is what we talk about. Okay? At this point, you still allow foreign country to dictate your life. So who is to blame? Is it them or you? What are we doing, Seth? All right? So if you really know what you're doing, then don't allow such to happen. All right? I keep saying, if you know you are a leader or you are in some capability to lead or to rule, are you doing it for the progress of the people you are leading, or you are doing it for the progress of your own pocket for yourself or your immediate family or friend? That will decide and that will impact whatever the country will be. It will impact them in the near future. And whatever decisions you make as a leader, the next generation will pay for it, good or bad or worse. Okay? So we have to think really deep each time we have a ceremony like this, okay? I'm not taking anything away from it, but each time this kind of ceremony happens, it reminds you, you should, as a leader, reflect and see how you can reason out situations to make your own country better. Don't dwell about the past. The past is the past. You only learn from it moving forward. But these days, you will see that we are still having that same mentality, especially Africans, the Caribbeans, all right? Where you, as a leader, take for granted the people that you're leading and give a red carpet reception to foreigners, to outsiders, to come and influence your decisions to the detriment of your people. Then when they are having celebrations like this, you start getting angry and you start feeling bad. If you can, if you will, if you even feel bad. Because if you do feel bad right now, why are Africans still killing one another for their own pockets alone as a leader? You tell me, because I don't know, okay? So sometimes it could be emotional, but sometimes let's not use emotions to make decisions, but use our brain. Figure it out, you reason it out, and not react, all right? So when the best decisions, when you make it, you are making it for the betterment of the people that you are leading. That's why names like Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther, and all of that, Sankara, they come into play, and our past leaders, Kwame Nkrumah and all that, those that really actually did not care about the foreign people, rather they cared about the people they governed in their own country. All right? So again, hey, it's your take, it's your decision to make when it comes to managing your own house. Are you going to allow somebody else to tell you where to sit in your house, when to eat in your house, or you will decide as a free person when and what to do, and you can do whatever you want in your own house? The choice is yours. All right? Let me have your take on this. All right? I know it's a bit emotional, but again, sometimes emotions does not guarantee a sound-minded decision. Sometimes it should be the other way around, where we use our here and not our here to make decisions. Whatever decisions you make, just make sure it's the best decision that will make you sleep well and make others too sleep well. When they think of you, whatever will come to their mind is based on the decisions you put out there for them. All right. Much wisdom, too much talk. But again, a great ceremony. We have a new king in England. They are doing their tradition and their culture. They are moving on. Are you going to move on to more better things? Let me know. Comment. I will really appreciate it. Thank you so much for those that also put their comments there, take their time to add comments, a bit and a thumbs up and all of that. Really do appreciate. Always remember, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. All right, folks. We'll talk again. Bye-bye.
What are we doing, Seth?